Okay, runners, who's ready for some strength today? All we need is a little step. Doesn't need to be very high today. I'm using a kettlebell, but you can use any weight and then just one single weight. And a band. I like the booty bands. You can usually use whatever band that you have. That's it, and a mat. So set your watch on strength, or else it doesn't count. We know that, and we're gonna get going. Here we go. Oh, timer for 45 seconds on, 15 off. Okay, we're gonna start with jumping jacks today. Another like a plyometric thing that's just so good for runners. Getting all of our springiness back, right? From one foot to another. It just keep going. If you hate jumping jacks or you're gonna pee your pants or something, you can do side steps. But if you do a side step, I want you to notice that I'm kind of like bouncing so that I'm still getting it and that you're on this toe. You're not laying flat on the foot that's on the ground. Okay? 10 more seconds. You got it. Awesome. Okay, now we're moving on to high knees. This one, I want you to drive your knees up. When I do this with my little younger kids, younger runners, I say up to your belly button, okay? So options are you can hold your hands right here at a 90, so you actually know that you're hitting your belly button, right? Or, we're runners, so you might need to use your arms to help you drive the knees. That works too. 45 seconds, whoa, whoa. Again, when you're landing though, you're landing on your toes, right? Your heels shouldn't be whacking the ground pretty hard. These are also awesome. These kind of drills are awesome to help with cadence and overstriding. So you could set a cadence monitor and you'd go a lot faster than I'm going right now. And as well as landing right underneath you as far as the overstriding goes. Okay, this one we're gonna do walkouts on the mat. So I really should have pulled my hair back. My long flowy hair, of course. So you're gonna stand on the edge of your mat, take a whole rest, and touch the ground. You can touch the ground. Walk out as far as you can, get plank position, walk back, okay? That's the first one. Next one, we're gonna do a single leg pump for the calf. So we're kind of doing a decent amount of calf. So drop one heel, drop the other heel, walk back. Good job. Up. So this time we're just walking out. So you feel that in the hamstrings. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone, walk back up. Should stand all the way up. Walk back down. Pump one calf. Feels good. My calves are kind of sore. They're only going to get sore with this workout. Woo. All right. Now we go back to the jumping jacks and then to the high knees again. And then we're ready to hit the weights more, right? Oops. Here we go. Good job, good job. When's the last time you've done jumping jacks? It's something that we don't really do as adults. So it's kind of fun, right? Really. When's the last time you did jumping jacks? We got this. Woo! Keep going. All right, high knees. Okay, the thing with the high knees is, I was trying to say, is that it helps you keep your feet, or helps you land with your feet right underneath you. And that's how we would want it to be when we're running. We don't want to be overstriding, reaching out in front of us, right? So there's kind of a lot of different layers as to why I pick the exercises that we pick, or that I pick for training with you guys. Or music. Hopefully, especially on second and third step, pause me and go to your music. Probably be a little bit faster, right? Here we go. 5 seconds. Woo! Awesome. Okay. I gotta grab my water. Get ready. Elevated lunges with halo. Foot on top. You're gonna hold your weight. This could be a dumbbell, and you're just going around your head. Around your head. Notice this is down pretty low. Quad should be burning, and you're on your toe in your back. And I want you to just be super stable. So go around one way and go around the other. So it's before you, in front of you, all the way around your head. That's why they're called halos. Makes sense, right? Good job. Getting their shoulders, quads, calves. Woo! Awesome. Guess what's next? Other leg. Yes, yes. So making sure that you lunge down lower is going to be a little bit more challenging. Right? If I stay up like this, it's going to be not as advanced. Okay? So however you're feeling today, down lower, quad burn, back foot on your toe, like you're toeing off, right? All the way around. If you got bad shoulders and they don't want to do this, you could just do a press. Just hold this. Lots of alternatives. But this is good for us who only move our shoulders front to back, you know. For my triathletes, it should be good. Your swimmer mobility shoulders. You're probably laughing at my lack of shoulder mobility. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna grab our band. I really like the booty bands the best. You can use those, you know, the other ones, but booty bands stay in place better. So, and we're just doing side steps. And of course, my view in front of the camera and my equipment here, not a whole lot. So when we're doing side steps, we're staying down low, still burning the quads, butt back, side step, and just a little. Big step with this foot, little step with this one. Might not look like that way, but that's all my band's got me, or all the strength I've got. Just tiny, tiny side step all the way for the room that you have, right? Or do like 5 steps and then turn, because we got to get each side in, right? But staying down low, really low, burning out the quads, especially after just doing the lunges, you should be feeling this already. Quads, glutes, all the good stuff. Okay, static lunge. We're not done with the lunge. This time we're going to row. You're going to row with the arm that's in front, okay? Let's give you 3 seconds to rest. So, static lunge, just on the ground. And then we're going to row. And when we row, we're going to rotate, because I want everything to be super strong when we're running. Row up and rotate. Row up, rotate. See how I'm leaned forward? Really working the quads and the glutes. When you lean forward, it is kind of more quads. But, I mean glutes than it is quads. But we need it all. Glutes, but that was funny. Here we go, 10 more seconds. Row it up, up. So this could be the same weight that you did the halo with, probably, unless you don't have that great of upper body strength, which is totally fine. A lot of runners, it's not our strong suit. I personally don't have the smallest upper body, so I kind of like this stuff. Hence, you get to watch me. Get to join me. Okay, lunge. Oh, that's the other. Make sure you switch legs. I'm trying to be on the right side of the camera. Other lunge. Static, hold it down low, row up, and then rotate in your row. Get the core going and throwing off your balance, stabilizing. Another thing, forgot to say this last time, is when, don't step on the mat, that's not good. Making sure your knee stays on that side of your toe. So as I rotate, I'm really not letting my leg, shin bone, rotate at all, which does take some focus and some strength. And I can feel my little feet working like crazy. All right. Okay, moving on. Now we're gonna do our bridges. Just progressing our bridges a little bit. Today, we're gonna grab that same weight. We're gonna put it on our hips. Okay, so hopefully you got the bridges down where you're tucking really good, using your glutes. The weight is gonna be here, and we're just gonna extend one leg. If you are dropping your hip like crazy or really kind of at all, then I don't want you to add the weight, okay? I want you to just do the leg extension. And if that's too hard, of course, you can be doing the knee drive with a shorter amount of time, just making sure that your hips don't drop. We want that hip drop to not be happening when we're cruising down our race in a few weeks, right? Extend. Good job. Down. And yeah, you know what's going to happen next. We're going to go on the other leg. All right, here we go. So tucking the hips, keeping the weight there, not lifting it up with my hands, right? And then extending the leg, put it back down. Actually put weight on it when you come back down so your hips are level, so you know that your hips are level. Put it back down. Instead of just doing this, people end up just like eventually dropping a ton. So this one's not fast. A lot of stabilizing the core, the hip. I'm feeling it in my quad a little bit because of what we've done so far. If you feel it a ton in your quads or your hamstrings, adjust where your feet are, how far they are from your butt. But hopefully you got this, or you can level up or level down, depending on how you're doing today. Awesome. What do we got next? Oh, we're alternating. Sorry. Okay, so we're staying here. This time we're alternating right and then left. A little bit more challenging, maybe a little bit easier for some people to bridge up, this leg up and down. Up, other leg up and down. Trying not to fall over. So I decided to take my elbows off the ground. You see that? So my elbows are now just helping me hold the weight, but because I'm feeling pretty solid as far as the hip and hip drop goes today. So that just makes it a little bit more challenging, but you can totally do it with your elbows on the ground, your hands on your hips, not even using the weight. It's totally fine. There we go. 10 more seconds. Hold for a sec. Down, really tilting the hips, using the glutes and the core. Nice. Oh, plank with a knee drive. Here we go. We're going to alternate this. I hope you can see this the best way you can. So you're going to plank. When you plank, pretty Stetler about normal planks, but we'll cover that in a different one. But I want your wrist to be, your shoulder to be in front of your wrist. Your wrist is kind of back there, okay? Hands out wide using your fingers. From here, you're on your toes, of course, tucking your tailbone. Not up in the air, not sagging your back. And then you're gonna drive one knee to your elbow, to your other elbow, and back. And then other leg. Okay, we're alternating. Good. If this is too hard, you can just start with this. Okay, that's totally fine. But ideally, you can add the rotation. Awesome. And good morning. So our good mornings, we're doing not weighted today. So I got my handy stick to kind of demonstrate how I do this. you guys have been in my workshop, you know how to use my stick. So your back is straight, right? It's along my head, my shoulders, and my butt are touching it. And then feet are shoulder slightly or wider than shoulders. And then you bend over and come back up, okay? This is just a teaching tool to help you keep your back flat. You could use a broom, or really, you don't have to use anything. But just doing good morning, so you should feel this in the back of your hamstrings. We'll load it up at a different time. If you are more advanced, you are welcome to put some weights on. Do what pushes you today. One more. Awesome. All right. We are getting there. Next one. Okay, calves. Told you we'd be burning out the calves today. Super important part of running. Okay, I'm going to use my stick again. So calf raises are often done like this. We're doing soleus, okay? So we're going to go up with both feet and then bend your knees. That gets the soleus. And then we're just keeping our knees bent and going up and down, okay? So I'm using the handy dandy stick to kind of help me not fall over, but still burning out my calves. But see, my butt's back are bent, my knees bent, and then you're just lifting from there. This one is really hard to kind of teach people. So let me know if you need more help with it, especially when I try to teach my preteen runners how to do this one. It's really hard for them to move their body like this. Okay, I let you start with the easy one. Now we're moving to the harder one. So we're going to do that same soleus raise, but only on one leg. You ready for it? So if you weren't wobbly with the two legs, you might need to hold on to something on this one, single leg, okay? So up with both legs, and then you're going to move one leg and then go up and down, see, with just the one leg. I might need to hold on to something a little, there we go, better than this wobbly stick. Got it. Find your spot on the ground. Slowly. Good job. If we were working on range of motion, I would have you hold the top for like 2 seconds. But for right now, I kind of want you to get some reps in. So, but if you are used to that, you could hold the top for 2 seconds and then slowly lower eccentrically. Burning, burning. That soleus should be burning. And you know, after this, we could do the jumping jacks. So that's gonna feel amazing. You know that. All right, other leg. I'm gonna try facing forward. Up, other leg out, slowly down. Yes. I don't know how you work. I have to find the spot on the ground that's not moving. I feel like you probably can't see what I'm doing. So up, but knee is bent. That's the biggest thing. There's two parts to your calf muscle. The gastroc, the higher part, the part that you probably consider your calf muscle. That works when your leg is straight. The soleus works when your knee is bent. So yes, we need both of them, but I kind of feel like the soleus is more important when it comes to running, but that's not, I mean, you do need both of them. So you wouldn't work very good without either of them not firing. All right. Okay, now we're gonna make it a little plyometric. So if our calves aren't burning good enough, here we go. We're doing more. So you're gonna sit down on one leg. Right, you get a rest for 3 more seconds. Just get so excited and move on, right? You're gonna sit down on one leg. I have my little line right here in the middle, and we're just doing a hop from side to side, okay? But this time, sometimes we do plyos a little bit different. So this time I kind of want you to be able to land it. Sometimes we go for speed. Today I want you to like land on your toe, sink into it. Land onto your toe to sink into it. Really making the calves burn. Don't tip over. Staying on that same leg the whole time. Awesome. If you have your running shoes on right now and they are soft and cushiony, this is going to be really challenging because it just makes it a little, more cushiony, more wobbly when we're hopping side to side because those shoes are awesome, made for running, which is front to back. So me making you hop from side to side, even if I came up here and do the same thing on my mat. It's just a little bit squishier. It'll make me a little less stable, but overall, this kind of stuff is so awesome. Getting our feet stronger, our calves stronger, our ankles stronger, all of the things. Land and stick, land and stick, land and stick, land and stick. So I'm not just hopping over the line. I'm kind of trying to go like 6 inches away from each other, like this way and then that way, okay? Instead of just little ones, because we are landing it. Boom, boom. Yeah. Ooh. Make sure you land solid. All my little feet muscles are working. 15 seconds. We got this. Good job. Woo! All right, we made it through our first set. By now you know the routine. You're gonna pause me, start me over, find your music, blare your music, and have more fun listening to that. Now you know what we're doing, so you can bust them out more reps per set and get your music blaring so you don't have to listen to me.